You're gonna have to move over.
You got the lights in the wrong spot.
What? What's up, everybody?
Oh yeah. Good evening, everyone.
Oh man, I'm tired. What's up? What's up? What's up, Max? One River said, just finished firing rifle. Holy shit, you're welcome. And not too often you see in a live stream some guy walk by with a dog.
Yeah.
The dog made an escape.
A rocket ship.
Prepared patriarch, just trained with the guys in Pennsylvania, 10 above 5 pistol rifle. It's absolutely changing my life. Rock on, brother, man. Rock on. Glad to have you a part of the family. And we just finished. Fuck, man. This has been a trip, man.
Yes.
So he just did, from the last time we did the live stream, he was about to start mid-range rifle, right?
I started it the next day.
So he did mid-range rifle for 3 days. We were off Sunday. You guys might have saw the Instagram post. Yeah. He's the Iron Man. He welded it up and fixed the rack on Clint's four-wheeler. And so,
oh, it's already started.
What?
It's behind there.
What's that?
Hashtag
what? Oh, hashtag.
Yeah.
Well, huh? No. So I got glue. I figure there's going to be some off-color comments here about the substance of my beard, but I got some glue in my beard, and it's going to be trimmed live with a dull knife.
No, proper scissors.
We got an hour.
Proper scissors.
We'll do it at the, you got to stay till the end to see this shit.
Proper
scissors. I got my medical bag. I'm coming.
I think this would be better.
Yes.
Is it going?
What do you guys think? The knife? Yeah. So come here, Jessica. So up here, you can see how many people are watching. Yeah. This is Jessica. She's going to be the bar tonight. She is licensed hair therapist.
Let's get the weapons of choice.
All right. So you guys can pick which scissors should she use?
Medical scissors?
EMT
or
shears?
Super dull. I think they're glued together.
Look, nobody's posting. They're like, there's a girl on here.
What's up?
Like, hey, girl.
They're all saying medical.
Yeah,
medical.
Terrell. All right.
And did you tell them why it's all gluey?
So there was a errant can of glue in the back of Clint's side by side. I got glue on my shirt. Heidi's got glue over her. But it was like somebody threw some stuff on it. It was spraying. I was like, hey, something's spraying. I lifted it up, sprayed glue on me and stuff. So
I didn't even know that yet.
Glue
so
bomb.
I was still wondering why you had glue.
Just coming out.
All right, you ready?
So how short should we go? Is the real question. Should I be nice? Okay.
I don't care.
All right, let's see. Ow! Shut up. Oh, these are pretty good. Okay.
Shave it off.
Yep. Oh, I might have to get a little bit more. I might have missed some. Don't angle your head.
What am I?
Because
this is what you get with an unlicensed hair therapist.
Yeah, see, I'm angling that
He has a driver's license.
Oh, man, I got to come back on that side and cut now.
Ho Chi Minh trim.
Hold on. I got to fix it there.
At least it won't make a mess on your
Should I feather it a little bit?
We're going to auction this off. If anybody wants to get in on that.
Should I feather it?
Part in the middle. I think that's pretty good.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Oh,
That looks good.
Crooked beard.
Who else wants her
They
haircut?
said nobody tell Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah. Leave it uneven.
I just cut his beard.
We're live. This is. Hey, where are you going?
Hey, where you
Come
going?
back.
Come back here.
Look at this guy.
Look right here.
All right, so somebody said, talk about that trick shot, James. Well, it wasn't a trick. It was a display of fucking mastery. No, it was 51% luck. And
left-handed.
So full disclosure is a step back, walk back drill, and you get to shoot it with both hands. I missed. Strong hand, I missed. Off hand, totally luck. So that's full disclosure.
Oh, that was pretty crazy.
Let me see, how many rounds was that?
How many
times were we back there?
I don't know.
So we started
like 20,
with
20 yard increments.
There was like 20 people starting at 25 yards, and we went at 15, 20 yard increments.
I'm not trying to, you guys stay right there, but this is how smoky it is out here from all the fucking wildfires. It's crazy.
It's ridiculous.
Crazy. It's been pull up a chair
Where
if
do you
you
want me
want.
to sit?
You can either sit right there, or you can have my spot.
Scooch over a little bit.
Oh, I'll get it. She turned into a barber.
Yeah. So, come on.
Do whatever.
Yeah.
You can say coffee even.
Can I drink? That's not even a real drink. That's like lemonade.
Oh man.
So, pull up here.
You can come over here too.
So, okay, guys. So Jessica kind of has a channel. She's got one video on it, but I've been telling her to start a YouTube channel, and for any number of reasons, she leads a really interesting life. But she, hold on a second, come on, do one live stream at a time here, dog. But she lived in Africa for a few years, had to fetch her own water, purify her own water, cook over fire and stuff like that. And I told her that you guys would be totally interested in that kind of, because I said something about prepping. She said, "Oh my God, are you a prepper too? Oh my God!" Because when the pandemic started, she's been out of the country and on her adventures most of her adult life, I would say. I'm just kind of guessing that. Mm-hmm. And so she has all this experience being in all these crazy places. And I said, there are people that want to hear that. So what do you guys think? Would you want to hear Jessica's story? Because I think it's absolutely fascinating. So what have you got? Yeah, Snipey. She didn't know who Woodstock was. She said, "You mean that chicken?"
I like chickens.
Yeah, but it's Woodstock.
Yeah,
that was
good idea. True
good
story.
Idea.
Really?
Absolutely. Yeah, man, I would watch for sure.
That's surprising, actually. So thank you, guys.
Half of them are because you're a cute chick, but the other half really want to hear what you have to say.
That's cool, because I'm always worried about like being, everybody out there is like the really, really pretty hot chick, and if you're not, then you don't have the attention.
Listen, I've been with her for 2 classes now. Well, shooting in 1 class, like she is absolutely a competent gun handler. She's not some gun bunny, and I don't necessarily think that's a bad word, but I definitely wouldn't call her that, especially with the husband sitting on the other side of the table.
She's a shooter.
Yeah, and she is married. Okay, so let's put that out
shooter. Very interesting person.
Thank you. I paid them a lot to say that.
Evan said started following. She started following me because I like James's posts.
Nice.
Yeah, and
I posted that video.
Yeah,
of you.
And so like. She like the way she lived her life. It's not even really prepping. It's what she had to do on a daily basis in Africa. And so, that has a direct correlation with what's going on now. There are guys that have tons of survival gear that have never cooked their own meal over a fire.
Yeah.
Do you mind sharing just that little girl that just like a 2-minute version of that or something?
Sure.
And you guys will want,
Yeah.
You guys will want to hear this whole story, but
I don't know if you mentioned I was in the Peace Corps for 2.5 years.
No!
Welcome to a live stream at Thunder Ranch. And that's Heidi cussing. The dogs have escaped again. The one that Clint just carried in and said hello, that one and the other one just ran out. So, okay. So Peace Corps.
No worries. So I did Peace Corps Africa, Ghana, West Africa, 2.5 years. This was about 10 years ago. It was the best thing in my life. It really changed everything. I think I had it in me. I just kind of brought everything out because I was from Orange County, California. Nobody really expected it. But long story short,
she's not a hippie. She's not a hippie.
I'm not a hippie. Mm-hmm. I think actually Peace Corps probably turned me more Republican, if anything. Yeah, I was the business person in Peace Corps. But I did a lot of great things business-wise for them and helping. Anyways, show up at site, just totally ready. I have no electricity, no running water. I'm going to crush this. I've got my headlamp. show up and I have no idea how to cook. I'm not a cook. And I'm standing there the first night like, oh my gosh, how do I boil water? How do I even do anything? There's no electricity, no propane tank because I just arrived on site. And so I'm just standing there and this little girl, literally 6 years old, walks up with a giant machete in her hand. And I don't speak the language yet. And she's like, I understand. Goes back, comes back with her little coal pot and some firewood and starts starting up my water. And I'm just like, I am blown away. I cannot believe a 6-year-old is teaching me how to do this. She actually was like the second youngest. There was another child younger than her that she was in charge of. So the 6-year-old was in charge of the 2-year-old. And that's why she walked around with the machete and the baby on her back. Like badass.
So like she told me that, I was like, people want to hear these stories about her daily task of getting water every day and things like that. I found it absolutely interesting, and you just did a great job.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I mean, like, no, like this is no.
Thank you.
The people will want to hear what you have to say. I promise.
I would really enjoy that. I think with your inspiration, thank you very much, and support. I think that I'll hopefully get some videos out there, at least to tell my stories and my travels and what I've learned from some of that stuff.
Everybody I've told to get online, like John Lovell, Clint Smith, they've all done very well. Cool. So if you fuck this up, you will be the only person I've ever told to do it.
Come follow me once I figure out my name and get a couple videos on.
She's already got a video that she made for her friends.
I did.
Just like, hey, for her friends to look at for about a little bug out, a little tiny one.
They were already asking your YouTube channel.
And check this out. The great thing is, like, they will let you know how not perfect you are.
Perfect. I love it.
Like in your bug out bag, they'll say, why don't you have an axe in your bug out bag, or what, like
a third
axe. I did a video where I carried everything that they told me I should have in a bag. I carried like 80 pounds of shit.
Oh my God.
And used like 1 pound of it. Like you, and I got back. Cool. I didn't use this. I didn't use this. I didn't use this.
Well, mine was very basic, but it was just like all my friends and family think I'm the crazy one. Again, I'm from Orange County, California.
Hey, all of our friends and families think we're the crazy one.
Okay.
That's what you have in common with everybody watching this.
Cool.
Yep.
Well, I made them all bug out bags. I mean, obviously not the big ones because they wouldn't put them in their car. They wouldn't leave them anywhere or bring them with them. So little tiny baby ones, super cute. And with practical stuff, hand-picked, good quality, Leatherman, like good brand names, everything. And I think they were pretty excited, but they didn't know how to use half of the stuff. When they opened it, they were like, what is this? I'm like, okay, I'll make a YouTube video to so you guys can all look at the link and I'll explain what each thing is, So it was very basic.
Yeah, but all you need is basics. I mean, think about back to that fire, some firewood, her pot.
Yeah.
So, Bert Music was wanting to know how the 6-year-old started the fire.
Core Prepper shall be your channel name. I like it.
What did the 6-year-old have to start the fire with?
Like split steel, lighter.
She just had wood. Yeah, I mean,
how did the fire?
She bow and string and. What do you remember?
I don't remember. That was 10 years ago.
In the other hand was a torch.
I know, right? I think she just walked. I mean, she was next door to me, her hut. So I think she just brought over a coal pot and stuff that was already started, literally because yeah. I mean, I didn't continue using wood the whole time I was there. I bought a propane tank immediately.
So this is my brother, Barry.
Oh, cool.
Cute bug out bags.
Hi, Barry.
Don't be nice to him. I am the good looking, intelligent one. He will tell you that when he meets you.
Okay. Can you shoot better than him?
No, that's not even in the same realm.
Oh my gosh, these are fun comments.
Some of them.
Sorry, don't let me distract you.
No. If you see when you answer.
Jessica, are you done with your? I got a theoretical that I think the listeners would like to hear James' perspective on.
Talk louder.
Okay. That's right. Yeah,
so the theoretical, James, you're on the road for a couple weeks. And you're going to respond to an active shooter with some dudes.
All right. So theoretically, play back in your mind right now what you have in your truck. Is there anything you would have liked to have different, or are you going to change anything? Are you pretty happy with what you have, and what is it that you do have?
Well, all I know is that if that theoretically happened, if somebody wouldn't ask me if I had armor 3 times, and I would hate to tell that person that if I had armor, I would be wearing it. But no, I mean,
pretty happy with the fact that you're able to, are you alone in that, or were you able to up armor or up arm other people?
So theoretically, I carry enough stuff in my truck for everybody sitting in my truck to fight with.
Oh, okay. So what does that mean to you?
Long guns and, mags, medical kits.
Are they all similarly set up?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay. Right. Right. I don't want to give specifics, but theoretically, pretty happy though. If something like that was to kick off, are you ready?
Well, hopefully so. Justin Angel is on here. He is he's a judge, and a female friend of mine calls him Judge Hottie.
Okay.
Apparently, he's handsome.
Oh, all right. Send a pic.
He also said for you to do that.
Yeah,
You need
cool.
to be doing a video.
Awesome. Thank you.
I think she calls him Judge Juicy.
Oh. Well, they all like your goatee. They're saying it looks better. You missed the cutting. I cut the goatee.
The goat.
Oh.
And I was wondering,
And he tilted his head like this when I started cutting, so it went crooked.
Damn. All right.
Well, we just did a class. Wait, you're still wearing my name tag.
That's hard to explain.
I had it on my hat.
So we just finished The Perfect Storm with Rob Latham, Clint Smith, and
Jason Burton.
Jason Burton.
Yeah.
Why is it?
Too many names.
Yeah.
Too many awesome names.
But so, Thad, what did you like best about the class? Was there a drill or a thing you learned? Or?
There was a lot of drills, a lot of shooting. I mean, it was a fast-paced class. The Terminator shoot house, we spent a little bit of time in there. That was good stuff. Some of the things I already knew were explained differently, and they kind of soaked in better, I guess, maybe. And then some of the things I wasn't doing. I mean, there's in the 3 days, there's a lot of stuff. I mean, it's one of those that's a little overwhelming.
What about you, Jessica? Like, what was the thing you got? That's
really
why I'm
stood
here.
out. Well, I definitely came into this. I wanted to learn how to shoot faster and stay accurate, because I feel like, I've taken a few of the tactical classes here. I really enjoy it. And I thought, okay, I would just like to increase my speed, but stay accurate, because obviously when you get faster, you start losing the accuracy. So the biggest thing that really stood out to me, it was like a moment, was when Rob had me do a slow motion of his trigger finger and the recoil. And you can really see the recoil. Actually, he pulls the trigger. The recoil goes all the way up and back down into position before he even has time to release all the way and get back to the wall to reset, to take the next shot. So it's not about, we're all thinking like, oh my gosh, I get off target with that recoil. Oh my gosh. And I got to get back on. And we think that's the slow part. It's not. It is our finger. It's crazy. You just, and one thing here with that I learned was just get off and reset as quickly as possible, because getting off and resetting is not going to change your shot accuracy at all. That's just getting off and getting back to the wall very quickly so you can take that next shot. So that was, for me, the best.
So, like, for my students, we talk about the reset, coming back out to reset. The difference in this was what you already do. And what I mean by that is we tell you, when we do one, fighting pistol, we do one iteration. We teach people what reset is, because there are people come to our class that they don't know what reset even is. So we have to pin it back, let it go, da da da. And then what happens after that is they come off the trigger, it loses contact and comes back on, which is fine. We don't correct people for that. And that's what Rob teaches is bang off back to the wall. The wall, as you guys know, it's not the wall's incorrect term. Breakdown is that just before it fires, that hard spot it hits. It's called breakdown. And so it's bang off breakdown, bang off breakdown, bang off breakdown. And so that's the shot cycle that he teaches, which is like, I would say the biggest thing, my takeaway was there's nothing really that he teaches that won't help you in a gunfight. Like you need to be able to shoot fast and accurately. And that's what he teaches. And he is amazingly funny. Like I thought he was fucking hilarious.
He was funny.
Yeah. And real.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. And he would demo stuff and he would miss and, you know, all that, you know, so like, it's not like he's standing on some mountain preaching down to you, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed him. He's a good instructor. He uses a Socratic method. You guys know Socratic. There's two main ways to teach: didactic and Socratic. Didactic is where you dictate. You just talk. That's how you would do a YouTube video. It's didactic.
Right.
He said, "Okay, what are we looking for? What about this? What?"
Gotcha.
So asking for the answers is the Socratic method. You can't do that you can do it via Zoom or something, but you can't do it on a YouTube video. But anyway, so he's a Socratic instructor, which is he keeps everybody engaged because fuck, he might ask me next or whatever. And he's very funny. And again, we did a whole bunch of drills, and there are none of them that I thought this is a waste of my time. This has no application. So if you guys are thinking that maybe we came to competition school, while we did talk about competition, mostly offline, not in the class, you got to hit the damn target. That's it. He said, "What's the most important thing? Hitting the target. What's the most important thing for tactical people? Hitting the target." So the biggest thing I got out of it was what he teaches and what I teach, while it's not the same material, is going the same direction. What else? What about
it's all applicable?
They had some good questions for you.
I doubt it, but go ahead.
Oh.
Go ahead. Pick one.
Oh, okay. Well, it's going so quickly.
Yeah, I know.
All right. Well, somebody did say, "Is it your first class with him?" And then, oh man, somebody was asking. Okay, where is it at? Sorry, it's my first time doing the live thing. I'm trying to find these comments.
Some of the trigger stuff is stuff that you don't realize you do. If you're making your shot, you know.
Well, the thing is, you don't have to teach. I don't think you have to teach people to take their finger off the trigger.
Right.
Because I think
I think
this is my wife texting me. She said, "I love you, boogie face."
Aww.
She can't see
Well, she doesn't watch your videos?
I don't know.
Sometimes she's on there. Not real often.
So someone said, "Do you believe keeping the rhythm in your trigger resets is the key to making it faster?"
Rhythmic shooting. Rob is not a fan of that.
Okay. Good answer.
You get that blue arrow and it'll take you down to the bottom.
No, we're live. You're just watching Jesse.
Why don't you come over here?
Because I don't want him.
Oh, okay.
Do you want this seat?
No, I don't want to.
Scott Holmquist says, "Does the Thunder Ranch facility have anything you wish Tactical Response facility had?" Yes. Clint Smith.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, and other people. I don't know if am I allowed to say your name? I thought you were like, I don't know what I'm supposed to say.
He's over there hiding.
You have a training house, right?
Yeah.
And staff.
Everyone out here is nice.
We do the force on force.
Place, man.
Yeah, I think what I really love about up here is that it's like off the radar. You kind of get up here and it's like being with a family of people that, you know, it's very small groups. And so you're up here and no cell phone reception. I'm just like disconnected from everything. I'm surprised we're on here.
So this is as close as you'll get to being a Tennessee hillbilly.
Okay.
You're up here in the mountains and away from everybody with your own clique of people.
That's cool.
And these mountains are also smoky.
Yes. Yeah, there's a really bad steam. Yeah. See, if I go back like this, you can see it's really smoky.
Yeah, you can actually see it through there. Like that tree's not that far away.
Small. Yep. Yeah, smooth, fast. Yeah, everybody has their word for like what they called it, smooth or gentle.
That was another thing. He didn't use a specific word on stuff. He had each person use their own
like figure it out. They're
description
feeling
so that it worked for them.
Right. So some of the conversations Clint and I were having offline when you guys were working the barricades in the if it was close to a competition mode, the things that we were talking about, and I'm asking you, James, for your class.
Yeah, it is,
there was some right and left, and as a necessity for going through the line, he would have people unplugged from the drill, and then you'd reset at the ready looking barricade. Clint and I are looking at that. We run similar stuff, but we don't like bouncing back into the middle of the barricade because we want to keep the battlefield. Yeah. Okay. So there would be a difference between working on body position and bouncing out and hitting your hits versus training for a fight mindset.
So every inch you take, you pay for with your life. So how many times are you going to pay for it? That's
And
if you take the real estate, keep it.
If you pay for it at one level and you have to go get it at another level, would you like to change that level? Meaning, if I popped out like a gopher, snuck back in, do I want to come back lower?
That's what I am totally guilty of.
Right.
So
yeah, we don't want to be in the same spot and get trapped.
Yeah.
Right?
That was like my biggest mistake when we went through the Terminator house, clearing the rooms. They had targets with, figures with somebody had a gun and then some others didn't have a gun. And you kind of have to clear the rooms and analyze the situation. But while clearing, and as soon as I would go around a corner, I would see the bad guy, I kept tucking back in and it kept popping back out. And I was like, oh my God, why am I doing this? But I was like, I saw the arm. I was like, get out of my house. And I come back. I'm like, oh no, put the gun down. And like, why did I do that? So this genius over there is like, you know what you need to do, right? I was like, what? He's like, do that. If you end up coming back in, duck down. I was like, oh.
So somebody says, any considerations for left-handed rifle, right-handed pistol shooters? Yeah, quit reading the fucking internet. Unless you were fucking blind in one eye, just put them both on your fucking. If you're right-handed, you're a right-handed rifle shooter. I don't give a fuck what you read on the internet. Unless you are blind in your right eye, you are right-handed. Shoot with that gun on your right shoulder.
Cool.
Yeah, sounds easy.
I tell you, it's one of those questions I get all the fucking time. I'm a right-handed pistol shooter and a left-handed rifle shooter. No, you haven't had any fucking training, and you read the fucking internet.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have a lot of like
caveat? Have you spent
students and stuff that are rifle?
Doing that?
Do you have rifle classes?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got. Yeah.
Oh, everything.
Yeah.
Nice.
Judge Juicy says, "Love me some fat nuts."
Yeah.
Nice. That sounded really bad.
Yeah.
Did you guys tell?
It's your name.
So
he's got a new name. He's got a new name. Tell him what it is. Jessica.
No, you go for it.
The Blue Falcon.
That is
Blue Falcon. Let me give you
Damn
some
you,
wings.
Rob. Damn you, Rob.
You're right. I will become dominant with training. That's difficult.
No, I didn't say that. Be careful who you take your advice from. You can't change your eye dominance. I had laser, and my left eye started seeing better, so I started being left eye dominant. Check it out. I still shot with my right hand. Clint gave me another shirt.
Clint, before you go,
he doesn't
have to get on the camera.
He doesn't want to be on here.
Right, but you could talk. Give us a debrief of the weekend.
Come here, handsome man.
Well, the new world 135-yard champion with handguns is James Yeager. So we're going to work on a new program next week.
I'm like Al Bundy living in the past.
It'd be like James Yeager 135.com or something we're working on. The serious debrief. Good block of students. As always, there's about a third to a quarter. This is more like a quarter of people who didn't really grasp fundamentals as well as I'd like them to when they were with whoever they were with, to include myself in the beginning. So in other words, what's going on is they've gone to school, paid money, kind of shoved money up a hog's ass, okay, and not practiced enough to have what they needed to have wired to be in this level of competency. I'm not saying they're bad people. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying they didn't practice enough with the skills from the classes that they had taken previously so that they could be, shall we say, tuned up. Now, so people don't get the wrong idea. And I don't think you should, for example, get 3,000 rounds of ammo and shoot it the week or 2 weeks before you come to class. What was the point? because whatever you were doing wrong is now you're hammering it in wrong rather than trying to get it to be better. But I do think one of the redeeming values of an iPhone is for you to play it and then look at it and see things that you know are not what you want to do.
Not practice in front of a mirror.
Right. Or what was the old with Matt Dillon? Gunsmoke.
Gunsmoke.
Yeah, I know a lot. When I was a cop, I had like 3 guys shoot their TVs out drawing that down. So they were faster, I guess. I think that it calls for a different ideology because the competitive ideology and the fighting ideology, in my opinion, can be different. I think the skills are transferable, like loading the gun when it's empty. I think keeping your eyes in the threat area. I also think that in our world, James and mine and all of us that are watching this, I think that we're going to be accountable for every round we fire in today's world. I mean, this is not Armageddon yet. I got it. Everybody wants a revolution and all that other jackass shit. But right now, the way it is, if you don't hit the right thing, you're going to need a lawyer. So I think the aspect of shooting in competition is a good one, duly noted. And if you miss something and miss a point or shoot a hostage that's made out of cardboard with 2 red stripes on it, that's one scenario. But having a round pass through a wall or a door or something and hit a child or somebody, because straight rounds in my mind's eye are always like tornadoes in trailer parks. They always hook up with each other. So that's that kind of thing. Overall, everybody knows that Robbie Latham is like awesome. I mean, we don't even need to go there. He just won. He's almost 60 years old in January. I think he'll be 60. And he just won his 18th out of 25 single stack championships at 60 years old. And I wouldn't say that Robbie's in the best of physical condition, like in the sense of maybe like he was 35, 40 years ago. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
He likes the M&M.
Yeah, he likes the M&Ms and corn dogs, and he's the corn dog king, and we love him for it. That son of a bitch can shoot, never doubt it for a minute. Okay, I mean, there's no question about that. That stuff is hardwired in. There is this balance, though, between competition and the world that we're all going to be held accountable in. And I think that that's really a big issue that I would address with people. And I think that we balance it out pretty good. We got good input from James. He's on scene. We got good input from, staff instructors that have actually been there and, had a 90-pound dog hanging on their arm while they're reloading from an empty load in the middle of a big-ass gunfight, the sort of the width of your car. So there's that thing. Overall, I'd say the class is good. I always would like for things to be better. I think the weather was pretty good. That's always a consideration because we don't think so. But if everyone's overly hot or overly cold, then I think the learning curve goes down. So I don't think we really had an issue with that. I think that was godlike shooting or whatever your higher being is. Other than that, I think we all wish we would have shot more ammo. You know what I'm saying? But then when you go to this level of instruction, everybody wants to shoot more ammo. But that said, I don't know that shooting 2,000 rounds shitty is as good as shooting 1,500 well. So therein is like the balance, and that's about all the trouble I can get into. Yeah. And we apologize for the new little short chin. That's a bad on Clint's spray glue thing.
Thank you, sir.
So yes, sir. Thank you.
You have a good live stream when people stop commenting.
Oh, really?
Yeah. When Clint started talking and just shut up.
Oh, and one person said he stopped. Everybody stopped commenting. I was like, what?
That was one of the moderators. So
wow.
the people in blue,
Oh, and now it's speeding up.
blue kick out.
Oh,
reject
okay.
comments, and they
Cool.
kind of keep it civilized.
I'm learning. Thank you.
Round that you shot in the time?
The what?
The max rounds that you
in
shot
10
last time?
seconds.
I don't remember.
A lot.
I think it was
Yeah.
30.
Yours was like in 10 seconds. You got 34.
It didn't. I wish he'd have
Really?
ran it again
Yeah.
because he could see his hits and one frac off the side.
Yeah.
And we both
Oh, we
thought
raced
it,
it.
but
Yeah.
he stopped because he's accountable for those rounds. He saw it. He's like, well, he could have kept shooting.
Mhm.
And James's speed is right up there.
Oh yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah,
It was really awesome.
Really good. So,
What'd you get?
Oh, I missed my 15th round.
Oh man.
Pierre says,
I got 23.
Pierre says, Fat Nuts, what did you learn from mid range? I say fuck you, Pierre, because he was supposed to be with us.
To come with us. We were going to pick him up in Salt Lake.
And it's funny because he's Pierre. You think, oh, Frenchman. He's the biggest, fucking hairiest, nastiest fucking Arab, stinky ass fucking Arab you've ever seen. Like his mom, like he was like Brutus off Popeye. Like we were going to fucking know he's a fucking Arab.
He just walks around eating hummus all the time.
Yeah, hummus, all waffle.
What did you learn?
Oh man,
so
you guys done with that?
Fix-It sticks.
Oh no!
By the way,
oh no! I'm gonna eat it.
You're gonna eat it?
so we talked about Fix-It sticks.
I'm
So
sure lots
you
of
need to have a way
it,
to fix your rifle at mid-range or heart or any freaking long-range school you
So
go to.
if you get okay,
I wanted to go blind.
if you get a scope or whatever, going in your drag bag or your rifle bag should be the tools that you use to put it on and the manual. That should go in your bag.
Scope manual, please.
The scope manual. Your gun manual, like your manual shouldn't be on a shelf at the house. They should be in your rifle case.
Yes.
All of it, like all the torque specs, all that. You know, if you got a manual for the rings you got, put that in there, and Loctite and all that shit. Like everything you used to put your scope on, fucking put that shit in your fucking shooting bag. Like when you come to a rifle class, these things rattle apart like Harleys. And I'm telling you right now, Loctite 242 is your friend.
Yep.
And after some debate, because you asked me about the Fix-It sticks, so I went online. I did some shopping. Honestly, for the size, for the cost, it's actually a really good deal.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So if
I bought some.
Yeah,
I love.
they're
those.
good.
Yeah,
Once you shop around, you realize, all right, screw it. It seems expensive. I'm telling you, people,
totally aware.
Fix-It sticks.
Yeah. So if you want something to throw in your range bag, Fix-It sticks on Amazon. They're about $1.20. Come with a Torx bit and stuff. So it's pretty legit.
Yeah. Or the little kit they have is really nice.
My rail for my bipod come loose even.
I think the problem though is like, especially on scopes, is like they all decided to use different little sizes, and you've got to have that little wrench with you that they give you with the scope and carry that and glue it to your thing or something. Keep it.
Scott Wexler, I say 242 because everybody says what color Loctite. There are about 50 different colors of Loctite. There's more than one blue. There's more than one red. And so I say 242 because that's if you get Loctite 242, that's the right blue.
What does the 242 mean?
Like
the model number.
Guys want to say blue Loctite, but there's like 5 different blue Loctites.
Like weaker versions. So that's like the strength.
The blue is one that's like medium. It'll probably prevent it from shaking loose, but you can spin it back out without heating it up or something.
Look, Pierre doesn't want me to say out loud what a dick he is.
Whoops, wrong thing to say. Huh?
Pierre, you've missed a fucking hell of a trip, man.
Oh man, it's like first day of fighting pistol, first time you ever took it, but it's been a month of that day. It's just like it has been.
You guys are asking about guns for bears. If you look up Fish and Game, most bears killed in North America are killed with 9mm. A whole fucking shitload of 9mm. But that doesn't mean you should carry a 9mm when you go in bear country. Get you a fucking Magnum. 357 Magnum minimum. Carry you a 44 Magnum. Get you that 329 airweight 44 Magnum. It hurts. It hurts when you shoot it. Like it hurts so bad that after you shoot the bear one time, you'd be like, shoot again or let the bear eat me. Because this fucking hurt. But it's super light though. So you know, hopefully you never have to shoot. But if you do, you have a Magnum gun with you.
Sounds a lot better than a 9.
What about a Glock 20? What do you think?
A Glock 20 with real 10mm ammo certainly would be better than a 9mm.
Right.
For sure.
Here, those Fix-It sticks they had was pretty compact. It was,
but most 10mm ammo is just 40 cal. You know, not really loaded.
Buffalo bore. Like
yeah.
That's stuff.
Gavin, I used a Remington 700 that I put together myself.
Can Fat Nuts hold his breath long enough to be the correct color of Loctite 242? Go ahead.
Well, technically, yeah.
Yeah,
like literally, if I was going to go into bear country, I have a 460 Smith & Wesson or a 500. That's what I'd carry for bear stuff. You guys are asking about 10mm for bear. Listen, I said you could kill them with 9mm, a whole bunch of 9mm. So 10mm is more powerful. So yeah, but it's still like you want something to decisively stop that. Like if I knew I was going hunting a bear, I'd take my fucking 375 H&H Magnum or a 416 Rigby. Like I'm not fucking around with that shit. That shit
can eat you back.
Yeah, it eats you back. John Knapp said, I used 10 millimeter for bear in Alaska. It worked great since I didn't have to shoot any bears. Right. So Evil Triple says, surely you bring the 4 Magnum. I had a 44 Magnum cut down. And so it just says 4 Magnum on the bear.
He had a Model 29 Smith & Wesson chopped down.
and people are so mad about that.
Oh, my God.
It's cool, but you got a full-length ejector round.
Yeah, I wanted a 5-inch gun, and now I've got 2. Oh man! If you see anyone you want to,
trying to keep up. You've got a lot here, a lot of comments.
Yeah.
That's
so
fun.
there's 390 watching it. We've already been doing it 40 minutes.
Cool.
Like
it goes by.
It goes by really fast.
Yeah.
And you guys just go off of like what the comments say and have fun with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you never know where it's gonna go.
Yeah, that's scary.
Well, that's
okay. That started any fights?
No fights yet, sir.
No, you shut everybody up.
What did I ask you to do?
Why did they want to cut my goatee off?
Holster.
I didn't have shit on it.
See, the holster fairy just shit.
Awesome. Okay.
Well, what kind of plane do you have? Wait. Somebody talked about a plane? Cool.
Yeah,
well,
why?
No, how did
I get
I
my
know?
ass ripped
Well,
because it closes
we have
up when you
a
carry it inside your
172.
hole.
Oh yeah.
Cessna
So if you get a second rate leather holster, when you draw your gun inside the waistband, smashes shut. So that's why
it's called a pancake.
I don't know what the fuck it's called.
No, you named it right the first
No
time.
Sparks.
That was
No
Clint.
Sparks.
This is Sparks.
That's the original summer special.
No, I had original, but it seemed like
the deal with it is his has. They make the new ones now that have the tab that come out for like chunky people.
Yeah.
So the safety doesn't bite into
Yeah,
them, and I
yeah.
never use those. So that's why it doesn't have that tab. That's why it looks slightly different.
Okay.
And I always get both bands, not one band.
Yeah.
And it has a metal band in the leather. Now,
Yeah,
it can be crushed.
Yeah.
Like if you
Yeah.
crushed it. But the cool thing about it is if you're wearing it even and you still got the gun out, you can stick your hand back and stretch it and peel it out. So
That's not that one, but a Milk Spark summer special and belt and mag pouch was my first real carry setup.
Yeah.
And check this out, world. I put a check in the mail and mailed it, and like 2 months later got my holster. People would shit their pants if they had to do that today.
That's nice.
With the Amazon shit.
Now you'll have to just wait like 6 months.
Yeah.
Look at that.
If you're lucky.
Yeah, you have to like call them.
But here's the
6
thing.
months.
But here's the thing. When you call them, the dude that's making your holster has to answer the phone.
That's insane.
These are small custom
Like
shops.
Yeah.
Huh?
Sight rails.
Yeah, it's got
Very
leather
good.
sight
The
rails
variable
down to
thing
it.
is don't put any water on it. Don't do anything to it. All you do is take your gun, make sure it's unloaded, please. Okay. Just wrap it really good in a couple of plastic bags, like Ziplocs.
Yep.
And then shove the shit out of it in there. Okay.
Right.
And then just let it set for a day or so. Okay.
Cool.
That
And
is
then
nice.
it'll like make it slick up real good. Okay.
Awesome. Thank you.
That's cool.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Good stuff.
But the holster I wore for a long time, but the belt I wore for 18 years until I lost enough weight that I couldn't wear it anymore, and I gave it to somebody else. Well, when I bought it, I mean, I was a poor working cop. This is in '92, and my wife was like, "Are you really about to spend $40 on a belt?" That was real money in '92, especially for a cop. And I was like, "Yeah." And then I wore it for 18 years. So every year I went, How many belts have you went through? Biatch. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, Pierre says, what classes should he take out here next year? And I would say any class that he hasn't taken.
DB Cooper
Any
said, how did Nuts get his nickname? It's Fat Nuts, not Nuts. You mean the wait a minute, you mean the Blue Falcon?
Blue Falcon, not Nuts anymore.
Yeah.
It got changed apparently.
Blue Falcon.
Just short for the Falcon. Pierre, Richard says, Pierre, what classes did you take? If you mean a type of response, he's taken almost all of them except the ones where you have to physically exert yourself.
Pierre, yeah.
I've taken most of the classes
what
here.
they really want to shoot.
I've taken most of them, I think. I've done the rifle, the handgun, the shotguns.
Mid-range, high angle.
Yeah, mid-range triangle. I really, really enjoyed the shotgun just because it was so different for me. And I would say at the time when I first did I did 2 years in a row. So the first class, I really was good with my shotgun. So I went there, and after 1,000 rounds, I know my shotgun now.
Yeah, right.
My hands are bleeding
Yeah.
after so many reloads, but it was amazing. And I really love that because I learned so much.
Well, shotgun classes typically are almost exclusively on steel, and shotguns are pretty easy to hit with. So for like a lot of people say, our shotgun class is our most fun class is the shotgun class, and you know they're just like with a revolver, the whole class is just about reloading the gun.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really so much about shooting it; it's about reloading it
and learning like what you could do with different, with bird, buck, or slug, and the distances and how to use it all appropriately. It's pretty amazing weapon, that's for sure.
Did you say bird buck?
Bird, buck, slug.
Slug.
Oh, okay.
All my friends. That's cool. I bet just
Tyler's looking at an inflation thing, talking about $1992. You don't understand. In 1992, $40 was hard to come by.
You were a cop at the time?
Yeah.
Cool.
That's the year I
Where
started.
at?
In Tennessee. Yeah. That's the year I started. I worked undercover for 4 years from 92 to 96.
Wow.
If I had a face like that, I would do.
Says the motherfucker that's not on camera. Her old man's just over there jabbing.
Yeah.
From a grassy knoll.
High ground.
Yeah.
Chris B says 5.56 ammo is hard to get across most of the country. A 7.62 with 39 is plentiful. How was this 7.6 39? Who gives a shit, man? Get where you need to get. And 5.56 is not hard to get if you're me and go into your garage. Like I told you, motherfuckers, for the last 3 years, these are the good old days. And some of you guys listened, and most of you guys didn't. So now you're crying. Here's another thing. They're like, oh, I want to come train when ammo comes down. I go, don't you have ammo now? They go, yeah, I got 2,000 rounds, but I don't want to shoot 1,500 rounds in a class. So I'm asking you, what do you think's better, 2,000 untrained rounds or 500 trained rounds?
Oh, absolutely 500 untrained or trained rounds. It goes back to your training without what was it? The gun without training or training and not having a gun?
Would you rather have a gun and no training or no training or training and no gun? I'd rather have training and no gun. I can fucking get a gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take yours.
That's right.
Sean Hawk says, nice 135 yacht shaker. No, to be honest, how many misses before that? How about you go back and watch the rest of the fucking video, jackass? Sean, I'm going to slap the fucking taste out of your mouth next time I see you. I'm just kidding. I like you, but I will slap you.
I think your friend Pierre asked, what was the biggest takeaway from Peace Corps?
Don't answer any questions for him.
Okay, never mind.
It only encourages him. Listen, he has got a girlfriend that is way too good looking to be with him. The first time I met him, I asked, well, are you guys engaged or married? Married? No. Engaged? No. I'm like, the fuck is wrong?
Yeah.
I said, look at her.
Put a ring on it.
You will never do better than that. That's what I told him. And I mean it. Like, he will never do better than that. He's still not married to her. But they're practically married. They bought a condo together. Like, why? Yeah, they're married. Like, why not? Like, listen, you will never do better than that. So I'm not answering any more questions until you fucking get married.
She must have really bad eyes.
No, she's got really good taste. So she's not marrying him.
Oh, that's what it is.
He said fiance.
Fiance is French for the broad I'm about to marry. Ask Pierre a question about his Mercedes. What's up, Pierre?
This is just a bunch of your friends. They all know you.
Yeah, a lot of.
I know a lot of these jackasses.
But he sees them.
Yeah, and they have 2 cats. Listen, 2 kinds of men own cats: gays and villains. You ever notice that?
He looks like he could be a villain, but
yeah.
Oh, thank you. They know me too well. Cheers.
Shoot hard, we party hard.
Terrell just called us fuckers.
Terrell, you fucker.
He was in a class in Raton.
James, how'd the red dot on your pistol work out?
Yeah.
Yeah, how was your red dot?
Yeah.
I tried it. Yeah.
Works right until it goes off, right?
Yeah, it worked great on the first shot.
So James says, any update on the Jeep back home? I haven't been back home. I bought a Jeep and a motorcycle that I have not ridden or driven because I've been on the road ever since I bought them.
Like a Wrangler or what?
Yeah.
What year?
An old one. So here's how it started. Me and my wife went on a hog hunt. They had a side by side.
Okay, yeah, you mentioned.
And then she's like, we should get one of these for the grandkids. I'm looking them up. They're like fucking 25 grand.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, then I started looking and I found the Mahindra. The Mahindra is imported as a side by side, but it's actually like an old Willis Jeep with a 2.5 liter turbo diesel.
I've seen those. Yeah, we saw those.
And I thought, fuck, I'll buy that. And again, it's like 25 grand. I go, wait a minute.
But
if I'm going to buy that Jeep, I can just buy a used Jeep.
A real Jeep.
So
Yeah.
I bought.
So I can buy like
yeah.
So I just bought a big Jeep with big wheels and all that stuff, and so all the grandkids are ready to go ride. And I just
2-door or 4-door?
2. It's
cool.
Yeah,
I have 2 of those.
So in Tennessee, could you drive a side by side in the road?
You can get that agricultural tag for it and drive it on the road.
I have a side by side,
Or
but
just
in
drive
Arizona we can drive it on the road.
Just do what you
Like,
want.
in-
Catch me if you can.
Austin Davis, taking class in Arizona, but have an address to send rounds there. You should handle that with an email, man. Jay Gibson. Is Jay Gibson posting on the YouTubes?
That's not the real Jay Gibson, is it?
That looks like his little avatar. Jay Gibson. Jay Gibson, post something so I know it's really you. I told you, Jay Gibson was the guy who said that he's the only man that ever make me feel like a pussy.
Okay.
Somebody asked, Ruger M77 bolt actions. How are they doing your classes?
I've only seen one come through. It was an old boy farmer in 243, ran mid range, and it worked the entire time, and nothing came loose.
Worked fine.
And hit everything.
Yeah, those Rugers
Was
were
that the
fun.
guy that had
I like
a low power scope too?
Yeah.
Hey, he's not on the video, so don't ask him questions.
Okay.
If he wants to be on the video,
Yeah.
there's a video
You can
side
come
right
sit
here.
right here.
The only reason I asked
I
him
just
that,
showed up and I didn't. It's
the only reason I asked him was I wanted
No,
to.
we've got 8 minutes. Bring it over here.
Yeah.
just showing up here.
This was the voice
This guy here.
from the
The
back.
voice.
Fucking Don Quixote. You fucker.
It's pretty fun. Like all these, people talking and commenting. And we'll just talk random shit and they enjoy it.
Oh,
It's weird.
sometimes it gets good. This has been pretty mellow.
You can hang up.
Sometimes there's like some real shit talk.
Yeah.
So Starry Night Pool says, for beginner, do you recommend blah, blah, blah? Have you had a low light course for flashlights, Starry Night? Because if you hadn't, I'm not going to tell you to get night vision. Like everybody just wants to skip getting any low light training and go right to night vision. You always have your gun and you probably always have a flashlight. You should train and be competent with that before you even consider getting night vision. You guys are welcome to jump.
How does that work at your? Do you do low light, mid light stuff at what level of your pistol classes does that take to get to?
In our 5-day pistol class, we do a low light block, but we have another class that's just low light.
Just low light. Yep. So our same for Thunder Ranch. First handgun course.
Mike is an instructor here at Thunder Ranch. Scoot closer if you can.
Same at Thunder Ranch. So there's obviously a
Don't
reason
come out.
James is here hanging out with us, and then we're going to be hanging out with
Yeah, I'll
James.
just do it.
Similar deal. Handgun
Come
one
on.
includes some low light because why not? And then as we progress into handgun two, then you're going to see low light and no light in our house, and we go over that on the range. So And yes, use your flashlight before you get night vision.
It's a lot cheaper.
Because you're not going to get out of bed and pop on your night.
Yeah.
You're going to be like busy trying to find out what's going on.
Well, you
Or just
should
turn
have
on
the
the lights.
fundamentals of loading, unloading malfunctions in regular light to mid light before you're going to pop on night vision. Think you're going to rent a gun.
John Crewer says, I'm staying quiet so I don't get yelled at. God damn it, John Crewer, why are you fucking up my stream? No, John is a resident old dude. He can fucking shoot. That dude can shoot. We love that guy. Did you just took a class recently, John? I wasn't there. I can't remember what you took, but thanks. Scott works there. Low light and no light pistol sounds great. Well, good luck with that. Best way to carry a spare mag for a backup pistol, you shouldn't. If you're going to carry a spare mag, you should carry it for your full-size pistol. And you're about to say, I do carry a spare mag for my full-size pistol. Here's the thing. I used to carry a pistol on my hip and one on each of my ankles. And people would say, oh, great. He carries 3 guns but no spare mag. I go, I carry 2 spare mags. I keep guns wrapped around them.
Oh, and if they're all Glocks, and a big Glock mag will fit
you're totally missing the point.
You
the
run
point
a gun, go to the next.
New York to New York. Yep.
Looks like a fucking pawn shop.
So I got a pistol on this one and a medical kit on this one.
Nice.
Yeah.
Someone earlier asked, what is your everyday carry tourniquet?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay. What is yours?
If they even tried, they'd figure it out. But I carry an ankle med kit from the Tactical Medic, hyphen chest seal.
That is worn in. I like it.
I wear it every day. Combat gauze, chip decompression needle, tourniquet.
You've probably done a whole video on this already.
Yeah,
huh?
yeah.
Nice. Yeah, a lot.
All the dudes that I knew that had to deploy backup guns, it's because they got hit in the hands or the gun, right? It really wasn't about the actual ammo situation. It was about they got their hand shot off and they had to use a different hand in a different gun.
The only thing I've ever used a backup gun for is arming somebody else.
And that theoretically could have happened recently.
Well, I was being serious though. I mean, like that's
Yes.
the only thing I've ever used a backup gun for.
Yep.
Take care, Jose.
But there's the continuity of your spare mag being able to back up whatever gun you have, because then if you're arming somebody else, now that spare mag backs you and them up at the same time. So a double stack Glock makes a lot of sense in those cases. So 26 and a 19, right?
Salty Cracker. I've got videos on Red Dot. You can check them out. Pierre, don't forget your phone. What happens? The reason I say that is a lot of times it's we're getting I'll fucking forget my phone while I'm doing a live stream. I'll leave it on the table and go home.
Oh.
So somebody, usually one or two of these guys say, yeah. I have a soundboard at home. We do like, this is the way and all this crazy stuff.
Some Sanford and Sons.
She has no idea what that is. She didn't know who Woodstock was. She damn sure doesn't know who
it was on her
shirt.
The little chicken guy.
It's not a chicken.
It's not
what kind of bird is it?
Children.
First of all, chickens don't generally fly much.
Yeah.
And he's flying all
yeah,
he
flies
all the time.
He is
very high.
He's snipey spotter.
Yeah, he's the spotter.
He's like a drone.
This is the way.
That's pretty cool.
This is the way.
Is that how we sign off? Is this is the way?
Yeah.
This is the way?
Did you watch The Mandalorian?
Yeah.
That's
Perfect.
what they're doing.
This is the way. All right, we're all saying
I guess
it.
I gotta watch that shit soon.
Yes, you do.
It's like second time
We're all
I've
saying
gotten
it now.
Yeah.
I bet it smells fantastic. I'm not sure what that means.
All right, guys. We'll sign off here. You got anything you want to say before we split?
No.
Jessica, who will have some videos up pretty soon. What do you got to say?
This was really fun, actually. I enjoyed it, so thank you very much.
Yeah, you should
And
do them.
this guy, seriously, it was my first time meeting him. I honestly didn't even know who he was until when I met him. And we were sitting in the room, and they're like, "Don't you know? Have you watched his videos?" I'm like, who is he? Sorry, but he is like really honestly one of the coolest guys I've ever met. He's so genuine and real, and he's been so supportive.
Okay. Show him a video up soon. Mike, who is a instructor here at Thunder Ranch, you got anything to say?
Yeah, so you can tell a lot by a dude that comes to train. James and his boy here come to train, and they did what they were asked to do. They tried everything they were asked to do. They didn't put their spin on it. And I can tell a lot about a dude that doesn't come here and try to show me what he knows. He's coming here to learn what we got, and then he'll integrate it or not at his leisure, right? So I've seen James here on a number of occasions, and he always holds up his end of the bargain. He's an amazing shooter, but he's also, I can tell, an amazing dude because of how he presents here. And then he brings a Blue Falcon with him. So
oh, damn it. Thank you for the kind words. Guys, this is James Yeager and company reminding you that your responsibility to be ready for the fight never ends. And that's how you do a live stream.